Part 19. Holy crap, guys. We gotten so far into this game. I really enjoyed it. I'm here with Bay, the sis, and the pup.
Like always.
And yeah, I don't got much to say, but yeah.
How
Done with the
y'all
video. Oh yeah, we went back to World War one this time, or 2 this time. I forgot in the last round.
Hey.
Hi. Alright, here we go.
Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Sam, the west side of that region is covered by a massive tar belt. Beyond it is Edgenut City, the last bastion of civilization you'll find that far out. It's your final destination. Once you use the Cupid to connect it, the chiral network will span the entire continent. The rebirth of America is so close. And remember, that's where Amelie is being held captive. We need you to bring her home safely. But before you cross the tar belt, there's one more knot we need you to tie. Hartman will help you get it done.
Sam, I'd like for you to bring me a few things. First, the dog tags you took from that soldier. Tuck them away in a pocket so you don't misplace them. Second, Mama's corpse. Her body shows no signs of necrosis, and I, for one, would like very much to know the reason why. Closer study may yield information that could prove instrumental in helping us to overcome the death stranding. Suffice it to say, 1 minute remaining. I don't have much time. See to your preparations. I'll be waiting. You'll find an official order on the terminal.
Oh jeez, now I'm bringing Mama's corpse.
Mama's dead body.
All right, Sam. Take care of her. And don't worry, she won't go necro. Milligan special. Be funny if these Haw bars ended up being the key to saving us all.
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Use of weapons is prohibited.
Wait, none of my stuff is here. Never mind. Give me a sec. Oh, I thought I had all my suit, my power suit on, and all that. Like, I legit have nothing on me.
Use of weapons is prohibited.
So I gotta make stuff. So I want 2 of these. I got already those. 2 of those. 1 of those. Want 1 all-terrain. Oh, it's all here. I found all my stuff. It was actually in my private locker. Alright, so now I have a few ladders now
Use
on me.
of weapons is prohibited.
I got a PCC, which is good now. And I got a body.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Well, it's the dead body, that's why.
Restrictions limited.
There we go. Too close.
We haven't seen Fragile in a while.
Keep it together.
Oh, Faye's laying down. You know what that means. Okay, at that timing for that song made it really sad. Exactly, that's what I'm saying, like at that time of that song popping in made it really sad.
rejection. Please proceed into the facility with the cadaver. Good work.
Whoa, there's all these skulls here.
Please proceed into the facility with the cadaver.
Whoa.
What the fuck? Dude, no, don't touch it.
That's clearly a BT that he had isolated.
So does a human body?
Right, Allie, or no?
Yeah, it looks like a BT that someone froze.
Yeah, that's really weird.
So that's human body? No, no. Future? Yeah, the BTs are,
Ghosts
yeah, technically they're demon girls.
that never passed over. Why do I have a timer? What does that mean, Allie? Until resculation.
Resuscitation.
What does that mean?
Resuscitation means, resuscitation usually means like bring someone back to life.
Oh.
So I don't know.
Hard.
Oh, Kodiak is.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Stand clear.
Hi. Episode 8, Heartman. That's why the lake was shaped like a heart.
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants there. Glad you could make it, sir. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt, but I am what I am. Ah, please, lay her down there.
Try to shake his hand.
Still no signs of him.
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach, and then return.
Bruh.
60 deaths and
Jeez.
60 resurrections per day.
60 per
60
day?
opportunities to search the beach for my departed family.
What?
This is how I live.
Die for like
This is
every
my
21
mind.
minutes? That'd be awesome.
So, while you've traveled to and from the scene an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549.
That's how many times you've been to the beach, bruh. How many times have you died? How old are you?
You not that old.
Yeah, but he's been to the beach
I
over
see myself
200,000 times.
Well, if he dies every 21 minutes, then
Yeah.
It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial caudiformia. Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartwell's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is real and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them.
Wait, so he's putting himself in cardiac arrest.
You could say goodbye.
Technically,
Quite the
he
opposite.
kills himself every 21 minutes.
It is said that everyone's beach is different.
Yay.
So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
I got
If
20
death
likes for
would see
that.
us reunited,
What?
For
Yes.
pretty much to die with them.
but the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation.
Still no handshake.
A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she was still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
Oh, that's me.
What's wrong?
Where's the other thing he was supposed to bring? Ah, found it.
Are you
How?
blind?
I think he is.
Yeah,
Wait,
because he was
dead
just
man.
like touching her all
It
over.
appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think.
That's not fun.
But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether. And this was Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
Yeah, I got another more likes.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short.
I need to go die real quick.
I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child.
Okay, so he's
One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions,
200,000 times.
I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The
Oh,
endless
this one
wars
says
you
until
found
death.
yourself
Oh
trapped
my.
in. Why do
This
you
time he
believe
might actually
the
die, it
soldiers
sounds
wandered
like.
the beach a century after they fell? Normally the souls, the dead, move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach, a collective purgatory for an army of the damned. Clifford Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling the strings? Pulling all their strings?
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
And now I'm just dinking around here, just looking.
This guy's freaking weird. No, he's just depressed. Because he lost his child and wife.
So that was his family. Oh, it's a whale skeleton. Look at those teeth, though, Ellie. I don't consider that a whale. Yeah, that's a whale skeleton. That explains why his ground is all the cushions and stuff, Ellie. Just in case if he doesn't make it to the chair, when his cardiac arrest happens, he'll land right on the squishiness. Alright guys, well he's about to come back to life soon, so... Ooh, his daughter. Oh, he's about to come back to life.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Hi, welcome. How's it going?
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh, sorry. Where were we? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially onerous. Defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Well, physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam? Listen to music. Watch films. You know, I keep busy. I have a collection of music, television shows, some
Maybe
very
he has Big Bang
interesting
Theory,
short
Allie.
films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. Or
20 minutes of love.
Stranding,
Oh,
of course.
Jesus.
But honestly, the 21 minutes I spent here,
So
all
you
downtime,
couldn't even
nothing
watch
more.
a full episode of Big Bang Theory.
Time spent waiting to go
Really?
back to the Satch.
Or 30 minutes.
My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to open up to me. As it happens, I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident too. I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the hospital were spared the worst, but the shockwave knocked out the power.
Yeah, he was stuck
And
in the
my life
hospital
support.
having heart surgery, and then
I
his
woke up on the
wife
beach.
and daughter went to go get some stuff for him, and got caught in a big explosion called a void out.
The people who died in the two void outs were there.
Not Grandma. Yeah, there was an old lady that just walked past this screen.
What happened? What's going on?
Uh-oh.
I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me! Where are you going? Wait! Don't leave without me!
Bringing him back to life.
No! Don't go! Please, don't go! The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart. But it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman.
Don't cry, buddy.
Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though. Even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam? Pity.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind
Jeez,
telling me what I'm
again?
doing
He's
here
about to
before
die
we go back to the
again?
beach?
Oh, of course. There's a prepper-owned station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network. Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute.
Oh no.
Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity with the
He
tar
put it
pits
on mute.
outside Edgenot City.
His timer.
Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
I think Higgs is to blame.
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure.
Hi.
But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Amelie. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching death.
Nico, if I pour it, you're gonna get whole
I knew it. His thing was gonna happen on the floor.
Don't worry about it, Sam. The air vent floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
Good. Okay, I didn't press that. Oh, but I got 20 likes back anyways. Wiki wiki wiki.
Sam, you heard him. You can grab the order at a delivery terminal.
Alright, putting on some new boots.
Our ultimate objective in this region is to build a replacement for a way station that was lost to the tar. The first step is to put a shelter with our scientists on the chiral network. Now, we don't know the first thing about Amelie's status or what Higgs is up to. That's a concern for us as much as you.
Well, we know he
But
has
we
a
won't know
tiger
more until
monster
we get to
thing
Edgenot City. And that
already.
means connecting this
We
region
experienced
first.
it how many times so far? Twice?
You should start with the geologist and the paleontologist. The latter's holding something for the Evo biologist, so I recommend you save her for last. That way, you can finish a delivery and link up the final site in one go. Once all three are on the grid, come back here. Then we can get to work on the replacement for that lost way station.
So I need to do a ginormous circle, is what you're trying to say.
A geologist of ours has been studying fossils as part of his research into prehistoric extinction events. He's been out there conducting excavations for a while now and has begun to suffer the effects of chiral contamination. No doubt the result of excessive exposure to chiralium during the dig. Until the site is properly decontaminated, his work can't proceed. Nor will his health improve. So we need you to bring him some chiralium scrubbing agents.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Yeah. You left.
The strata the team was investigating dates from the end of the Cretaceous period, the time of the infamous mass extinction, which brought the reign of the dinosaurs to a close, leaving small mammals to inherit the Earth. It's the most recent of the Big Five, and one of the largest mass extinctions the world has ever seen. In any event, our team found something truly remarkable. Can you guess what it was? A fossil beach. If that is indeed what it is, then he has made a tremendous discovery. Therefore, Sam, it is essential that you deliver those chiralium scrubbing agents as soon as possible.
One more thing, Sam. For this run, you'll be transporting an antimatter bomb. A Bridges paleontologist working on a dig says he needs it. Apparently, the fossils he wants to study are buried deep beneath tar, and the only way he can get to them is by blowing it wide open. Now, hopefully I don't need to tell you to be extra careful when handling high-yield explosives, but in case I do, make sure you keep that container in one piece, no matter what.
Jack has a major problem with that.
I know I don't.
Damn. Yes, you do.
Thermal pad. Indispensable gear for cold weather operations, especially useful when traversing snow-capped mountains.
So I'm guessing I need to make one of these.
Sam,
oh, it's one of these things
I'm
again.
sure you haven't forgotten, but you need to be extremely careful with that antimatter bomb, especially when transporting it by a carrier or vehicle. Any irregularities should trigger an alarm. Don't ignore it.
Hi.
Hi.
Everybody sleep besides us.
Order assigned.
Hello?
Sam, so Hartman told you all about the lake. How the attack that created it changed his life forever. Not only did he lose his family, he very nearly lost himself. For 21 minutes, he was in a state of cardiopulmonary arrest. Under normal circumstances, he would have died. Therapeutic hypothermia saved his life. But the 21 minutes he spent on the other side had a lasting effect on him. Perhaps due to the shock, his Doom's abilities seem to have increased. And now he takes every opportunity to walk the beach in search of his family.
My apologies, Sam. You came all this way to visit me, yet I neglected to give you a proper farewell. Do be careful out there. As I mentioned before, this region is rich in memories of death, extinction. It should come as no surprise that BTs are sighted here more frequently. Perhaps you recall the models in my lab. Their designs were all based on eyewitness accounts. Though I suppose they must have struck you as strange, considering the many times you've come face to face with the real McCall.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
zip line, and that worked. It was really cool, and it got me really decently close.
Mm-hmm. What?
I don't know. That one little tiny bit, just boop.
And you died.
I guess so. Yeah. the wind, I swear. did it though. I made it out there. Why are you having me so mean? Oh. This bomb is so much touchier than the last one was. great. I can't see shit. And now the BTs are here.
Good to have you back. Never made it this far without you.
I was worried you might not get here in time. But then I've done nothing but worry of late. I've been haunted by those visions you doom sufferers see. That end-of-day stuff. I put the nightmares down to fatigue. The possibility of chiral contamination never even occurred to me. It's just lucky we caught it before the suicidal stage. Dying's not an option. My research is nowhere near complete. It's not just my life you're saving here. It's my life's work. I started to wonder if I'd ever see these meds. I guess you really are good at what you do, huh? Thank you. Oh, yes, right then. If you'd do the honors.
How long have we been recording?
Oh, watch with the headphones. Jeez. Oh. Get that off me.
And just like that, I'm part
Alright,
of the
now
UCA.
I'm back.
With access to a treasure trove of historical research materials. Studying this fossil beach should be a good deal easier now. Assuming I can prove once for all that that's what it is. Honestly, though, I'm just excited I can finally share these findings with everyone. Can you believe I found chiral deposits in strata dating back 65.5 million years? Evidence of an ancient death stranding. Chiral matter has existed on Earth since long before the dawn of man. This stratum is proof of that. Look at this, Sam. Do you see that black fissure there? We believe this is the source of the Chiralian readings. In the distant past, earthquakes cause frictional melting along fault lines, producing layers of what is known as pseudotaculite. We call these layers fossil earthquakes. Extending the principle, our fissure here is what one might term a fossil beach. The presence of chiralium in this of all strata cannot be a mere coincidence. It strongly suggests that beaches must have appeared during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event. And not just then. The chiral network has recovered data suggesting that similar fossil beaches were discovered in strata corresponding to other extinction events too. That would seem to indicate the Big Five and all other major extinctions were accompanied by the appearance of beaches. In expanding the chiral network, you've helped us glimpse a pattern in these scattered points of data. You've furthered our individual research projects and ensured that it is only a matter of time before we recover all we have lost and solve every mystery that remains. But this is only the beginning. See this through, Sam, and there's no telling what we might learn.
Alright guys, you heard it here first.
Good work.
Dinosaurs
New order
have
available.
beaches.
Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Alright guys, we're gonna leave this one off here. I want to thank everybody for coming out. And I'll see you everybody in the next one.